Well, that's not Metroid. Right. Right, hello. Uh, right, let's actually play the actual Metroid playlist. Oh, where's it gone? There it is. Let's get some other Prime music. Let's see. Um, yeah. Right, hello, hello. Yo! Right, let's turn this down a little bit. Ugh. Finally in a new place. Ugh. I am a monitor down, but that's completely fine. Ugh, right. Right, hello! Yeah, you're right. There you go, that reminds me. Alright. Right off the bat, let me know if audio is all good. Let me make sure I am coming through. Yep, I'm coming through. Alright, sweet. Sorry I've been gone for a while. Basically, I moved in a month ago. So I wanted to get settled before I like started to do YouTube stuff. Then I got sick for like 2 weeks. I straight up couldn't talk for like a day. So yeah, that was a bit of a hassle. But and then afterwards, I just wanted to chill, recover, make sure I'm completely all good, and I have the house to myself for a little bit, or the flat rather. So I was like, you know what? A good way to sort of start getting into the groove again would be to do a quick stream. It'd also be a good way to test just how good this internet is. It's really good, by the way. It really is. I have lost control of my buttons, so yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Let me see. So that's all good. I cannot change the emotions, but that's fine. What's a little bit of you know. Wait, let me see. Let me try and fix this live. Yeah. So that one should do left windows. Why is that one being pressed? Okay. Strange. Yeah, hello, hello. Yeah, some strangeness going on. That's the wrong one. Right. So that one. Yeah, why is it doing left windows? What am I pressing? See, did that fix it? Nope. Weird. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go through them all. It's completely fine, don't worry. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Yeah, it's not gonna be a thing forever, because I'm going to work with someone. I say someone. I'm going to work with my friend Theo, who designed the avatar you probably saw in the latest video I did. Oh, I should probably go to this. And just so there's no sensory overload, I'm just going to do that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, at some point I'm gonna have my friend Theo design, or create rather, a proper stream avatar. I could show you actually. I'm surprised I haven't on stream already. No, I had to have, but where is he? I put him somewhere. Excuse me a second. No, it's not going to be the Samus redesign. It's going to be and where is it? It's going to be this guy. This bastard. Yeah, I just like how he looks. Yeah, it's going to be full-on animated. It's going to take a while. But yeah, hopefully I can get that sorted out within the year. By that I mean like 12 months. Not the end of this year. Yeah, hopefully that goes all smoothly, and this time next year, you should be seeing this guy rather than her, you know? Like, as gorgeous as Sammy is, I kind of want to be me. So yeah. Yeah, you go. There we go, Parrish. Yeah, let's play some video games. How are you? I'm super good. I am, yeah, as you can probably imagine, new internet connection, new flat. I have it all to myself. We are going to continue this playthrough from last time. I cannot hear the game, but I can now. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. So from now on, I'm actually gonna start sorting videos and stuff out. I know what one I'm gonna do next. It's going to be the... It's not gonna be the one I said it would be. It's just gonna be the Quadraxis video. And it's a proper lore video, so it's gonna be like highly detailed and stuff like that. So... Oh, and I don't have the easiest access to the proper feed. Oh, excuse me, for like the game and stuff. So I'm playing at a slight delay, but that's fine. So I'm just gonna play full screen and just deal with the slight delay. So where was I? We just got the bombs, I think. Yeah, no siblings. I do have cats, but one of them's sleeping. There's also rats to my right as well, who are also sleeping. Yeah, like, I feel like it'll be easier to explain cats meowing than kids playing, because it sounds like blood-curdling screams. So already that's an improvement. Let's see if I got this one, missile over here. Because I've also been playing a little bit of Echoes on the GameCube, funnily enough. But my GameCube's being a bit pissy. It's like reset a couple times, which isn't ideal. The memory cards are fine, but like the system, the console itself is being a bit weird. Right, I did get that. Okay. I'm honestly bad at Primary Master, but the only good thing, only thing I'm good at are bosses. Really, like, just take your time with it. Honestly, I didn't exactly ask for any advice, but like, go at your own pace. Make sure you like listen out for upgrades, and just like take in the environment. Enjoy the vibes of the game. And it's perfectly fine to not be, you know, speedrun material. Because honestly, the speedrun life is kind of bleh. It's not ideal. What's your cat's name? Oh, there are two here. One of them is called Minmo. She's absolutely feral. And the other one is Dexter. Minmo is a gorgeous cat, and she is a bastard. I'm helping a call. Ooh. Well, best of luck to that. Holy shit. Still can't believe your mom had like 5 children and stuff. So there's me. There's 7 of us. So she's had 7. Yeah. Fucking 7 kids. But that's it now. She's not having any more. Which, thank fuck for that. Yeah, 6 boys, 1 girl. And the girl was like the last one. So it's like, yeah, that's enough, sort of thing. Yeah, hello. It's good to be here. Hopefully I'm not like cutting out or anything. Yeah, welcome. Hopefully you guys stick around. Hopefully my internet is fine this time around. It should be. It's not really going to be a worry anymore. What's your favorite area in Prime 1? Like atmosphere level design? Whoa, that's a really good question. I feel like the obvious answer would be Fendrana. But I don't know, there's something about just Talon Overworld specifically. It kind of feels like home in a way. It just has that comforting, welcoming vibe. Because every time I start a playthrough of Prime, there's the tree in like the main valley. Like you look up and you see the birds like circling around it, and like you see lightning strike around it. It's just so nice, especially with the music. One of my 6 cats died from liquid around his heart. Holy shit, I'm sorry about that. What the fuck? I've not heard of anything like that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, one of my own cats, like, passed about 2 years ago now. But it was like a full life thing. Yeah, like, my mother wanted a girl for ages. But now she's finally got one. Okay, I'm glad everything seems to be completely fine, stream-wise. Oh, you're supposed to be stunned. Bitch. I'm gonna go over this one. Ah, it's because I didn't, just straight up hit it. Alright. Ow. Yeah, Phase on Plant. Like, Flagger is, like, really fucking cool. He's 50 when he died? Okay, that's fair enough then. Good life. I'll wait for the return of Prime 2 streams. Yeah, I do want to... yeah, because I don't think we ever finished that on stream. Same with Fusion. I might have mentioned, like, last time that I finished Hi-Fi Rush off stream. Just because, like, my PC couldn't handle it. That was more of a computer issue than internet. Excuse me. So yeah, I had to finish that off stream. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of games lately, actually. I've played a couple of Yakuza games. I recently played through Silent Hill 2. That's also why I haven't been doing much, is because I've just been playing stuff. Because I'm, like, actually expanding the games I'm playing. Because Yakuza, like, I'd heard, like, about it and stuff like that. I went in like, oh, it's the funny Dame Dane guy. Then I got exposed to human trafficking plotline, political debates of, like, people wanting this specific spot of land. Yeah. Definitely not the game I expected. Oh, such a good Vario suit. Definitely one of the best. It just makes me want to see the Echoes version, like, with this high... Let me up! There we go. With this level of graphical fidelity. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I've been thinking... Space Marines, Street Fighter 2. Yeah, like, Street Fighter 2... Street Fighter 2? Sticks? I've, like, seen a lot of footage of it, and holy shit, it looks clean as fuck. I love the style. I don't think I could play it, though, because I don't really like those sorts of fighting games. Unless it's, like, Killer Instinct. Because it has that, like, extra style and the music and the impact sort of thing. Yeah, because it's both funny, funny Japanese man punch people, but also serious gang things. Yeah, it really is, though. I fucking love Kiryu. He's such a cool character. Majima as well. He's amazing. I'm currently playing... I'm doing it in, like, chronological order. So I've beaten 0 and Kiwami 1. I'm playing through Kiwami 2 at the very moment. I'm not ashamed to admit that my boyfriend and I are completely obsessed with the cabaret minigame. And not even for the fact that it makes you, like, money really easily. It's just a really fun minigame. Yeah. So the suit reviews, and I have to say the Samus return suits are nostalgic. The return suits, really? God, that's 7... They're 7 years old now. Oh my god, that... Oh my god. No, that doesn't sound right. No, I need a drink. Like, let me get close quick. Fucking... No, that doesn't sound right. Right, first off, I'm lying to you. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper at the minute, not tea. But 7 years ago, that's Samus Returns. Oh my god. That's actually like wild. Took me a while to realize the blue energy is Samus. Yep, a lot of people don't realize it. A lot of people still think like she actually just curls up into a ball, like literally, like tucks her legs like to herself and like that's it. No, she's like it's completely hollow. The morph ball anyway. I'll come back around for that when I get when I have the gravity suit. Yeah, so here it's just like really easy to see. It's just a ball of energy. There's no Sammy here. It's way easier to tell with the normal, with the power suit. Ooh. Nope. Oh, geez, chat is like going by pretty quick actually. I look back and like half the thing's gone. Yeah, like I'd be interested in a fusion remake, but personally, like at this point, may as well do a Super Metroid one. Because yeah, the controls are really, really dated. And I'd just be curious to see how that would all look. Oh yeah, I'm playing on hard mode. No wonder why like things are taking a bit longer. Okay, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, I'd say like at this point just either a Super Metroid remake or just another entirely brand new Metroid game, which we know is being worked on. Because like that was like confirmed when Dread was coming out. A lot of people forget about that. Like they already have like concepts for the next game, which is like understandable. Samus Ball does not equal Sonic Ball? No, it does not. It's the bird magic. How does she know where she's going? Right, so fun idea that I heard, because the Chozo are very like spiritual and stuff. They mix like spiritual energy with like actual scientific engineering and shit like that. So a theory I heard, or at least an idea I heard, is so Samus goes into a ball, and remember, this game you're almost always looking through Samus's perspective. I like the idea that this is Samus's spirit like out of the morph ball, but the blue energy is just her like atomized body. And that's it. So you're still seeing the world through Samus's eyes, just in her like spiritual form. And then like it goes back, and then you're completely all good. It's a fun little idea, and it would be like it contextually makes sense as well. I wonder what suits would be in Prime 4. Well, I think we got the Vari suit at the very least. Sources may vary, but I hope they're not just power Varia gravity again. Like, as much as I love the gravity suit, I'm kind of sick of that just standard progression. Because it's like, we've had it for Dread, and we just had Primary Mastered, which has it as well. Like, obviously, like, why wouldn't it? But, like, Samus Returns had it as well, then Other M did as well. But, I want to have suits that, like, reflect the culture of the world you go to. much like Echoes, because that is like one of the defining features of why I love that game so much. Its world building is perfect. It's a masterclass. And I hope like Prime 4 does something even remotely close. I don't mind having the Varia suit by default. But anything beyond that, I want it to be a reflection of like the environment, the planet, like the culture, the civilization that was there, etc., etc. Like that's just more interesting. It makes things more unique. You have more creative designs. You have more creative freedom and stuff like that. It's just cool to have like different appearances. Like for Samus, like to get to know the world better, especially for the Prime games, because those games are more about the world, the civilization, the history of the planets you're on. Like of course the 2D games do that as well, but not anywhere near to the extreme of Prime. Because like think about it, the Prime games are the vast majority of the like Metroid lore, and like a lot of stuff that we have now is because of the Prime games. And it's really cool for that, and to see like just the standard Varia gravity progression again, it kind of diminishes that. So it's less of a problem if the like 2D games do it, but if the Prime games do that, it kind of goes against, you know, what Prime like stands for in a way. The like exception would be if you're visiting like specifically like a Chozo settlement and stuff like that. If it's a completely like new and alien world like the Luminoth were and stuff like that, then I'd want that to be completely new suits, or probably fulfill the same purpose but completely different aesthetic. So yeah, like I get the standardization of like power, Varia gravity, etc., but I don't know, just for the Prime games at the very least, just make it more interesting. When we continue the Power Suit series, I will probably next week. I still need to do the Aim to Our Varia suit, I think. And like those suits. Yeah, I think I need to record new footage or footage rather. I should be enunciating the T's in what I say a bit more. Yeah, so I need to record more footage for Aim to R so it's a bit more accurate, high quality, etc., etc. God, I just love that shot. Like, that is the shot that makes me save, what makes me want to say Fendron as my favorite, but I don't know. I wonder if Beyond will be set only in only one planet, because Corruptions has you hopping to different planets. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be one planet, like in total. Maybe for like the majority of the game it'll be one planet, but I think at the very least we've seen 2 planets. Because there's the Federation Research Facility, which looks completely different to the forest we see later on. And it's like, sure, that could be just a different part of the planet, but I feel like it's gonna be a like Prime situation, or even Corruption situation, where you start out on like a specific area, and then you go off to a completely separate area, and then that is the majority of the game. Like, first to get you familiar with how the game feels, and then the reins are loose. God, you do take so much more damage, holy shit. What's your favorite area in the entire trilogy? Torvus Bog. Easily Torvus Bog. The music, the setting, there's just something extra about it, especially considering going from Aegon Wastes to Torvus. It's like quite literal night and day. The music is like a huge part of it, but the overall environment as well. It's like really unique because we don't have many swamp areas in the Prime games, or in Metroid just in general. The name like beyond it, it's more evocative of exploration beyond what is known. So yeah, more planets. That's my general idea as well. Yeah, I think it's going to be at a minimum 2 planets, but I think like portals to. Oh, but then again, it could be 1 planet, but then you go to different time periods for that planet. Because like, because that's still a prevalent idea that it's like time hopping and stuff. I honestly like Sanctuary Fortress. Sanctuary Fortress is also gorgeous. I love that place. And like I'd say that's probably my biggest like reason for an Echoes remaster. I need to see how that area looks like nowadays. I realized how stacked 2024 is. So not good 2, Prime 4, Pokemon Legends, GTA 6, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, there's a lot of like games coming out at the minute. I still need to play Shadow Generations. Really excited for that, and hearing just how good it is. Yeah, I need to play that. Yeah, and Silent Hill 2, I didn't like elaborate more on that. The Silent Hill 2 remake, really, really good. Like, if you can, please play it. It's like I know for a fact that I was like one of the more optimistic ones, but I also completely understand why a lot of people were skeptical. Because my boyfriend is like an entirely like he loves Silent Hill 2 with a passion. It's like it's a huge passion. So he was very skeptical because of Bloober Team, like, and their like history. But God, they really nailed it. I need to finish a big. No worries, dude. Hope you're all good with what you have to do. I'm glad you were able to tune in, and hopefully this will be a bit more of a regular occurrence now. And so far, I haven't noticed anything go wrong so far. Baby She-Gull jump scared me a few times. Yeah, they definitely contributed to my fear of being like attacked by animals and eaten by them. Metroid definitely helped with that. Especially like the Metroids themselves, like latching onto like the helmet. I know that's such a like bizarre thing to say. Like, of course you're afraid of being eaten and attacked by animals. Who isn't? Yeah, it's a straight up phobia at this point, really. Come on. There we go. your usual jungle, fire, ocean, abandoned lab areas in Metro games. Don't mind some. Yeah, I want a bit more variety. And it's like it's a bit difficult at this point now to like get more variety, if that makes sense, because what else is there really? That's why I really liked Samus Returns, because it had really varied environments. There was the gem, the giant crystal chasms that you go under, a gorgeous area, and then you have like this more like tropical rainforest area. Yeah, like Samus Returns really nailed it. Dread did pretty good as well. Like that also has the more like swamp, a tropical sort of swamp area. Yeah, we gotta go fast now. Don't know you could spam missiles. Oh, it's only in this game. Yeah, yeah, it was removed from the other Prime games. But I'm glad they like kept it for the remaster. And speaking of, I don't think it's going to be a thing in Prime 4, like spam missiles. Yeah, it's pretty busted. But without it, missiles do feel kind of weak. So I think that's why they like buffed up the missile damage in the other games. I suppose the purple Emmy, I think I had trouble first time when I first saw it. Now that I think about it, I can't entirely remember my first playthrough of Dread too much, mostly because I was really frustrated that day. It arrived very late. I wanted to stream or record it, but then I recorded a little bit of it, and then my Elgato just kept like shitting itself every time I got to a certain like a half an hour into the recording, it would just freeze. You'd still hear the game, but the footage itself would just be stuck, and so I just got really pissed off. So I kind of speedran my first playthrough of Dread. I just wanted to get it over with. But it's not a good way to play any game, really. I like more crystal biomes in Metroid games, to be honest. They are really pretty. I love them. An area I do want that isn't really done too much. Think of like the surface of the moon. I want to go like on an environment like that. Like really harsh light, low gravity, I should say. And where was I going with that? Yeah, like that would just be a really cool, I would imagine like opening to a game. Also like an actual abandoned city, that would also be really cool. Think of Bespin in Star Wars. Just a city, Christ alive. A city in the clouds. Oh my god, I got hiccups. Like that would be really, really cool. Maybe kill two birds with one stone. Have an abandoned city in the clouds of a gas giant. I'd also like to be able to, like, go onto a planet with rings around it, and you see the rings, like, in the sky. Like, that would be really cool. My first playthrough of Dread was 100%. I don't know. I don't know about doing 100% first time, because then it's like, for me at least, if I do it 100%, it's like I then don't get to go back, start from the beginning, and then have that be the mission. Like, if that makes any sense. I haven't really got an abandoned city. We have lots of ancient ruins, but not cities. Yeah, and I mean more of a, like, modern city, or, like, a city that, like, got recently abandoned, like, because of either an attack or, like, ecological disaster or something like that. So, for example, you go to... And to harken back to the Origins, like, maybe have it something like the mining colony in Aliens. Maybe you explore something like that. Like, that would be really cool. And then you start to descend into the mining, like, caves. Like, that would be sick. And then it becomes a bit more personal, because then it's like, oh, what happened to the civilians that are here? Or that were here, rather. Maybe have that be, like, the main mystery of the game. And, like, play into, like, Samus's, like, compassionate nature, where it's no longer a mission of, like, oh, what happened here? It's now, there were innocent people here that may or may not have died. We need to find them and make sure they're safe. And if they're not, we take down whatever caused them to perish. If being a sci-fi space-oriented game series, I'm surprised Metroid doesn't dabble too much on, like, gravity mechanics, like have unique puzzles messing with gravity. That's something I wanted to talk about, actually. The puzzles in the Metroid games, they're not really puzzles, are they? They're just like, do you understand the basic concept of the morph ball? Okay, press the bomb here. Good job. They're just not... They're not puzzles. Silent Hill 2 has puzzles. It's very much like, you have to collect these items in order to get this key item that will help you advance in the game. Like, a true, proper puzzle. And it's like, it's specific to that puzzle, not, do you have this ability yet? Okay, you can automatically progress. Because that's how Metroid does it. And, like, even Zelda. And I feel like it's kind of lazy, in a way. It's not a puzzle. It's like, do you have the ability? Okay, you can just go on. I would like to see, like, okay, you get this ability for a temporary, like, set of time, and you use this ability to get others to sort out this puzzle, and then you get a proper ability to, like, progress in the story of the game and stuff like that. A honest to good puzzle. And, like, if you're able to use the abilities you've got up until that point, even better. But yeah, I just feel like Metroid and Zelda puzzles aren't really puzzles. Quick question, would audio logs work for Metroid? Recently thought of Subnautica and Bioshock, and I was wondering if, like, audio logs could work for Metroid. They could, but there's the slight, not issue, but you have to consider the need to, like, translate and stuff like that. especially for something like Metroid, because they have to cater to like Japan and stuff. And it's like, that would be so much easier and cheaper for a game like the Metroid series to just do it in text. So you don't have to rehire a bunch of like actors, directors, stuff like that. So it's easier to just have a couple people work out the story and then just translate it. So yeah, it could definitely work, but I feel like for Metroid specifically, it's way more efficient and resourceful to stick with text. That way you can also implement your own voices to said characters. Maybe give a few defining characteristics of these characters, so you can like either say like they're a woman or something, so you can have your own interpretation of the character, sort of thing. And like at this point, I also feel like audio logs are kind of not done to death, but I feel like they're relied on a bit too much, especially like in like main story type stuff. Yeah, I just feel like it would be better for Metroid specifically to do it through text, sort of thing. Any thoughts on Prime 4 for 2025? Yeah, it's great. I made a whole video if you haven't seen. It's the latest video, I think. It's about, well, it's over half an hour long. You should check it out. But TLDR, it's it looks incredible, and I need to play it. I need to play it right now. And before it releasing in 2025 specifically, I definitely hope it's like late 25 at least. Just for like, oh, they have more time, or Retro has more time to work on it, sort of thing. Just to like polish and all that. Yeah, no, I think it's good. I'm glad it didn't come out sooner than it should have, or it didn't come out any sooner than it needed to, sort of thing. I'm glad they didn't rush it. Yeah, like Samus interacting with normal people, the ones she's protecting, really put to form the people she's going to save in the modern day. We get it back in the manga. Yeah, that's why with my redesign, I had the faces like sheet done specifically to show off the like compassionate expression. That was my profile picture for the longest time. Yeah, because it's like, in my head, like, that sort of look is like, she's just rescued, like, a little girl whose parents have been, like, slaughtered by space pirates, and she's like Samus is, like, trying to distract her, keep her happy, and she's, like, paying full attention to whatever she's interested in. Because, like, that's just the least she can do. Because, like, that's the thing people forget about Samus, is, like, she's not a cold-hearted, like, bounty hunter who takes no prisoners, shit like that. She will actively defy orders if they are, like, immoral. She has a strong sense of justice and stuff like that. It's like people equate her to, like, Boba Fett and stuff like that. She's not at all. And that's what Nintendo had to tell Retro at one point. It's like that was the direction they were going for, I think, with Corruption at one point. They wanted to prioritize the bounty hunting aspect specifically, where she would, like, take hits and stuff like that on people, to really play into the bounty hunting idea. But to be fair, Nintendo also didn't entirely know what the term bounty hunter meant when they sort of coined the term for Samus. So Nintendo were like, no, she's not like Boba Fett. She's not a mercenary. She's a bounty hunter in the literal term of, like, if there is a bounty on, say, for example, moving cargo, she will do it. Protecting someone, she'll do it. If there is a case of, like, oh, this relatively immoral thing, like, needs to happen for the greater good, etc., she'll do it. That's why she took on the Metroid mission. Like, she's seen the horrors they wreak. And that's why when the baby emerges, that's when it's like, no, actually, this is kind of fucked up. I'm doing the exact same thing Ridley did to me. So, it's like she's not a static character. Oh, I need to scan you. There we go. Independent contractor, yeah, that sounds a bit more accurate. It's like bounty hunter is still technically accurate, but people have a very specific image when you hear that. I've never actually had to shoot the crates before, because I ran out of missiles. I'm also half health, I didn't notice that. Ow. Ow. Shit. There we go. Damn. Yeah, really feeling the effects of hard mode. She's more of an adventurer for hire. Yeah, that definitely sounds about right. Like, that definitely sounds like the mindset Nintendo has. It's still a mercenary. Yeah. And even my understanding of, like, the terminology might be a little skewed. It's like they kind of all mean the same thing, but when people hear the specific wording, it like they have a specific image in mind, sort of thing. Yeah, it's definitely a thing because of Star Wars, and it's like that's kind of the thing most people think of, and it's like completely understandable as well. Like Star Wars was everywhere. Keyword was. Speaking of, I watched excuse me, Revenge of the Sith in cinemas before I moved, and holy shit, that was life-altering. Because I'd seen it like at home and stuff like that, like since I was a kid and stuff. So seeing it in the cinema, like as it was intended, completely different experience. For that film specifically, it meant like everything to watch that in the cinema. This is by far my favorite piece of Star Wars media at all. It's just so... The emotions in that film and how it makes me feel, it's like indescribable. Let's hit this buff. It's okay, but this game definitely does the wrong approach to hard mode. It makes you deal less damage, and the bosses are tankier. I don't like that form of you taking more damage, that's much better. And then also giving less resources. I'm a little less okay with that, because it kind of messes with me specifically. In the way of, like, oh, do I have everything? Like, oh, the numbers aren't the same as usual sort of thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how this game does a bit hard mode, so I usually don't play it. What I prefer is changing the enemies themselves. So it completely changes how you play the game. And how you approach fights and stuff like that. So Halo does it pretty well. Because on higher difficulties you start facing like hunters and like stuff like that when you usually wouldn't. And they have like a different tactic in order to deal with them and stuff like that. More enemies is another way to go about it. I like that one. Have to remember to scan those. More different enemies, that I prefer that personally. Super random, have you seen some of the Pokemon leaks? I have. That's all I'll say about that. Some of them are a bit interesting, to say the least. At least the ones I've heard. But I'm also like, are people really surprised with how... with some details about Game Freak specifically. It's like, you could tell in the Pokemon designs themselves that's how they are. Because it's really fucking marketable. The art that's come out of it hasn't been too bad, though. I will say that much. Metro hard modes are weird sometimes. ZM's pretty unique. You get less items, you take double damage. Yeah, Zero Missions one, I don't mind like much at all. Just like the numbers not adding up. It's like that's the one I'm weird with. Yeah. Hell, maybe even like for Metroid specifically, like moving items around would be an interesting way to go about it. Because then you can't rely on your memory. So then you have to like improvise, think on the fly, stuff like that. I would like a randomizer, like official randomizer. But I don't know why Nintendo is like so hesitant for that specifically. Right, where was this? It was that, is it there? There, I think. Fuck, I haven't done this for a bit. Let's see. There's a shortcut here and I haven't done it for a bit. Damn it. There we go. Yeah, been a hot minute since I last did that. Yeah, the leaks are a bit bizarre. Yeah, the straight up source code got leaked as well. Like, as you say, like, that is insane. Because as far as I heard, it was like someone really high up as well falling for like a phishing scam type thing. That's what I've heard anyway. And like, holy shit. That guy is not coming back for work. Yeah, it's just utter insanity. Like, I'd heard the, oh, you take so much more damage now. I'd heard that the Switch 2 itself was, like leaked as well a little bit, and like Nintendo are really cracking down on that. Understandably so, though. Oh yeah, the beta designs for the Pokemon are really cute. Some of them are crazy, but yeah, we knew about the Latias Blaziken one. Like that's been a thing for a while. Apparently, like Typhlosion was definitely like done dirty. It's not as bad as it like what people say. But I could be completely wrong about that. Yeah, it's definitely, in general, stuff that kind of shouldn't have seen the light of day. That people have been, like, depicting themselves for ages. So... very much hates people changing their games. They definitely do. Yeah, so even, like, the original, like, release of Prime, you could, like, skip to get the space jump boots early, like, as soon as you landed or got the bombs. But then it got patched out, which is like, why? Why would you do that? You're just saying fuck you 10 people who are doing this at the minute. Out of, like, thousands. Like, just let people play the game play the game they want to. The way they want to. Yeah, like in like subsequent releases of Prime, the original now. Like you could scan dash and stuff like that. So they moved. I think they moved the scan location so you couldn't do it anymore. Which is like, don't do that. Just leave it. That's why I love Dread, because it has a lot of dev-intended speedrun tech as well as unintended, and it stayed in unless it like broke the game, which that's completely fair. But there's still like Z-axis stuff, which is like, that's not anything I'm gonna do, but like speedrunners will and stuff like that. And it should stay in the game, and it has, and I'm really glad about that. Yeah, Nintendo is a bit strict, especially when it comes to like leaks and major dev stuff. Huh, you don't shoot from that range. Interesting. Okay. The version story was machine translated, and that led said story being mistranslated. The Japanese language is not one-to-one. It's on the fan translator's fault for not doing their due diligence. Yeah, because that translation, as far as I'd heard, was pretty horrific, both in its translation and its content. So it's definitely people like jumping the gun. My part of ZA's leaks I wanted to hear, and it's true, is that the shiny sound from Arceus is back. That's good. Hopefully I can catch the shiny when it appears next time. Oh, I also thought they removed screen dashing. Have they? Straight up? I'm not sure if it was like screen dashing specifically they removed, or... yeah, they just removed like screen dashing itself, never mind. But I also think they moved that specific scan that did the sequence break. Oh, bitch. There we go. No clue why that's not in Gen 9, especially when you try and hunt shinies that barely change. God, yeah, the amount of shinies that are just slight, and I mean slight, either brightness, contrast, or hue shifts, I hate those so fucking much. The worst part is the sprite versions of like those Pokemon, like Gengar for example, or even Garchomp. You can tell the difference. Pokemon should have stayed as a sprite format. It really should have. And maybe spin-offs is where they get the 3D models. Yeah, I hope it doesn't, like, what am I trying to say? I hope it doesn't mess things over for, like, the games, like, now that this has happened. Because I'm glad we haven't heard anything Pokemon-wise for a bit. Because that probably means they're actually working on shit. And, like, obviously we know they are, but I hope that means they're, like, putting in the time for it so that there's actual quality, not quantity. Have you ever played Metroid with the Mother mod pack? I played it a while back and it's almost such a wildly different experience for the better. I have not, no. I think I've heard of that mod pack, though. Honestly, I don't do too much in terms of, like, fan games for Metroid, apart from AM2R. Like, I should, like, look into it a little bit, because I hear good things. I don't know. I just never really get around to it. And, like, to be fair, like, AM2R is just different. It's it's official game level of quality. If not better. I have to constantly glue my eyes on my TV in case I miss a shiny. I look like a hawk hunting for prey. Yeah, no, I felt that. The worst part is you could come back to a Pokemon game, specifically Arceus, forget the controls, especially on how to capture a Pokemon, have a shiny Starly appear, try and catch it, fumble horribly, and then watch it slowly flutter away into the distance. Definitely not trauma dumping. This feature has as a map feature when you pause. I feel like every game should have that at this point. Like, come on. Come on, video games. Oh, I shouldn't be attacking that one. I love that little bit, because you actually saw the body still ragdolling in the background. In-game cutscenes are the best. Because then if you mod it, you can actually see the results of your work. Come on. There we go. Christ alive, they take up so much damage now. Does he stack Wave and Ice in AM2R? Yeah. Can I do this now? I should be able to. Yeah, I can. Right. Now we don't have to come back here. The stated CA comes out in 25. But I'm like, when though? Like, it'll be early or late 25. I can see it being like late. Like November. Probably when Metroid Prime 4 comes out as well. Has the stream been running smoothly? I believe it has. I haven't noticed any like issues. I haven't seen any complaints or anything. My PC hasn't exploded. So overall, I think we're completely good. I'm in the map. Oh, let's use. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll check Mother out. I have a proper look at it. I know it's a given, but I hope Prime 4 has dual stick control. It definitely does. Based on how the cameras were moving and stuff like that. That you could move and like look around at the exact same time. That's definitely going to be the default from now on. They may even completely abandon like tank controls, which I would honestly say do it. Just to give yourself a bit more freedom, but maybe have it like... Maybe have options to bind it in a way that that's what you can do if you want. But it's like definitely not made with those sorts of controls in mind. How did that tail skip work? So I stacked on top of the boxes, I jumped over the force field and managed to shoot over it to explode the barrels that you usually shoot with the plasma beam. Because there's a block of ice blocking like the line of sight for that artifact. But you can just go on top of the boxes there that you have to make sure you don't blow up in that fight. And then you're able to get that way earlier. It's good to hear and see, especially from the last stream. Yeah, tell me about it. It was kind of not soul crushing, but like demoralizing to just have shit explode for no reason. But now, hopefully, if anything does explode, it's like, okay, this is like either serious or it's like not just me sort of thing. So overall, it shouldn't be an issue anymore. Oh yeah, you're gonna be a bitch now, aren't you? So thirsty for ZA and Prime 4 news. Weirdly enough, I'm not. Like, I don't want to see too much. I want to go in as blind as possible, especially for Prime 4. But I do completely get that as well. The need to know. Like, maybe one trailer. Like, one more. But that should be it. Because I don't want them to do what they did with Dread and reveal Kraid in the trailer. Because I'm so glad I avoided all of the trailers for that. But what spoiled me that Kraid was in the game was a piece of fan art. So I was like, oh, he is just in it, isn't he? And then they did the thing where he roars like from underneath you, and then you eventually fight him as like a sort of tease sort of thing. It's like, oh, I wonder who that could be. Instead of actually wondering, well, what the fuck is causing that sort of thing? And the first Metroid, yeah. And it was in captivity. The galaxy is beyond fucked. Is that the game? Yeah, that's the game. What the fuck? Excuse me? That was the hardest this game has ever chugged. And I know that was the game because I looked over at my TV, which is also showing the game, and that was running like shit then as well. What the fuck? God damn. Just checking messages real quick. Yeah, that was definitely... That was, like... This game sometimes chugs when, like, you explode, like, terrain and stuff like that. And, like, loading screens. But never anything like that. That's definitely the first time anything like that has happened that seriously in gameplay. So that's really surprising. And it's like, that's a small room as well. That, like, there were 2 enemies. Really strange. That guy just died about it. They're seriously gonna release Prime 4 without releasing Prime 2 and 3 remastered? They just might. Honestly, at this point, I don't think 2 or 3 are getting remasters. And it's like, at least soon. Which, I don't have anything to base that off of. It's just a feeling. Because I feel like Nintendo are probably going to wait for Prime 4 and see how well that does to gauge on what to do in the future. For the Prime series, at least. Yeah. So, like, we know that another 2D game is being made, at the very least. And then we have Prime 4, but I, at the moment, don't think anything else is happening. It's weird to read Nintendo with Metroid, it really is. Just happy the big guy gets more presence in Dread. Yeah, I'm happy he's there at all. I would have just liked to have gone in completely blind. But being in the Metroid sphere, it's kind of, you know, difficult to be completely hidden. Unless you, like, actually just vacate the internet just straight up. But yeah, like, I'm still surprised by the bit in the cave. That was strange. And that's never happened there either. Like before. Every playthrough of Metroid Prime is personalized. Affectionate / derogatory. Take your pick. So busy with life things that I'm not so bothered about not having news. Yeah, that's completely fair enough. Yeah, life in general has been a bit, like, crazy. Especially, like, for me sort of thing. It seems to be a universal thing going on. Just, like, for me at least, like, moving, that was huge for me. I'm 27. And I've, like, finally, like, moved away from my parents and stuff like that. A huge moment. And I couldn't be happier. And not to, like, bring anyone down. I'm just happy for me that I've, like, made this step sort of thing. Samus's reactions to most of the villains cast is just Snake from him Sadie. Insert villain name, why aren't you dead? That's the thing, that's what I like about Samus's, like, interaction with Kraid. Is... oh yeah, I do have the fucking super missile, I completely forgot. Like, it's Kraid specifically, she's like, oh, it's you. Whereas any other character, any other, like, boss or enemy or whatever, it would have felt weird if she did that because she doesn't know them. But because she knows Kraid, it makes a lot more sense for her to be like, oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, chip. Yeah, like, Samus is just really cool. And, like, it wouldn't work if she did that to Ridley either. Because if she's like, oh, it's just you. Like, even if she's, like, not scared shitless of him, which she still should be. Not to Other M's level, but you know what I mean. She should still be cautious about Ridley. I am out of missiles. Holy shit, that's never happened. Chip. Maybe I should have gone back to that little bit. Why are you taking so much damage? Okay, there we go. Holy shit. I don't remember Primary Mustard ever checking frames. Yeah, it never has. Like, not like that anyway. It'll happen at times where it doesn't matter. Like the elevator screens and like particularly in magmal caverns, the missile that's hidden in the wall. Like it'll freeze there sometimes. Or chug rather. But never like that cave. Just then. Oh shit. Oh, this is gonna be a bitch. Because of the slight delay. It's not been a problem, but this is like a precise... No, I'm gonna kill that guy, because I don't want to get annoyed of this song. Super random again. Have you got around to playing Echoes of Wisdom? I haven't. And not for any... Well, that's just a bold-faced lie. It's... I don't like the style of gameplay. I liked it for Link's Awakening. Because it was like, I went into the mindset of, oh, this is a remake of a Game Boy game. And this is just like pure personal like taste and stuff like that. It's not for me because I want to play as Zelda, but in a proper like large scale game. Not to like downplay Echoes of Wisdom. Like I've heard incredible things about it, but it's just not what I want personally. Yeah. And like there's also a bit of me that's like, yeah, I want to play as Link specifically. But yeah, I'll see if I can pick it up at some point just to have a look. But I'm glad to hear it's a really good game. Yeah, with the boxes that you can stack to get the artifact early here, you have to make sure these guys don't crash into them, into the little tower. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it. And you would have to come back here. I feel bad for Kraid. Life was so cruel to him. He was one of Mother Brain's strong hands. Then he was kidnapped by the Morkin, left to rot under ZDR. A lot of people say it's definitely not the same Kraid. It's like Kraid is just like the sort of... It's not... it's not the Kraid that led the Space Pirates sort of Kraid. It's just another member of a species. And it's like, because people know the name Kraid, that's the one they went with. But who knows? It could be the exact same one. You know. I wish Prime Remastered lets you unlock the Dread suit if you have save data for Dread on your Switch. I would have really liked that as well. Or at least the fusion suit. Because that is in the code, but it's like hard encrypted. So it's just a shame that they never really did anything with it. That guy was through the floor. But then I feel like if they did that, like with the Dread suit and stuff, I feel like that would have gone against like the remix goals specifically. Yeah, get it, Dexter. I love how Wooly phrased it when he faced Craig. Shut up. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. After Samus shot it with the mouth. Yeah. I see we're doing hard. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I was meant to do more of it like the last time I streamed, but that one kind of fizzled away. I'd be so down for a 3D Zelda game with Zelda as the protagonist. Yeah, she should have her own game. Like, on the scale of, like, a proper Legend of Zelda game. Like, I say proper because that, like, sort of downplays, like, Echoes of Wisdom, because that's still a proper Zelda game, but when I say, like, a proper Zelda game, you know what I mean, in the same vein of, like, Breath of the Wild, sort of stuff like that. It's like, that's the sort of style I want. Ah, you bitch. I also saw the like concept art, the Tears of the Kingdom concept art for Zelda, where she has like the different hairstyles and stuff like that. I love the shorter hairstyle naturally, but I also just want to say, like, I love how Zelda looks and acts in Tears specifically. Like, I like that she isn't just her usual, like, well, not her usual, but the usual, like, skinny, dainty princess. I want to, like she has a bit of, like, as weird as it is to say, she has, like, meat to her. Like, her arms aren't just, like, flat lines. They have a bit of, like, curve to them, which is good, because she's, like, an adventurer at that point. And that explains, like, the shorter hair as well. Yeah, it's just awesome. Oh shit, it's Samus. Oh, hell yeah. Double kill. Come on. There we go. I swear the flying pirates bullets always hit me. Yeah, they have insane accuracy. Okay. Right, I want a melee attack, please, so I can shove this guy out of my face. Thank you. That's the thing I want in Prime 4, please. Give me the ability to just shove enemies away. Yeah, no, we're coming out of the lab now, thankfully. I need to stock up. Because this is the hardest fight, and I don't have as many missiles as I'd like. So we're going to respawn scam. Respawn scum, I should say. Yeah, I really like Zelda and Tears. I still need to finish it, but it's just like so arduous. It's too big. It's too big of a game. That's why I was like kind of disappointed to hear that like going forward the oh shit, it's Samus. The formula of Breath of the Wild and stuff like that is staying. Because I'm like, oh, what if they make it too big, like Tears? Because that's kind of why I don't really like open world games in the first place. They make them too big. And it's like, it's a detriment both for performance, for the devs to have to do all that work, and my attention. like that's completely a me thing, but goddamn, I don't have the patience. Yeah, I think I can see how the space pirates seem to get repetitive. Yeah, it definitely can be. That's why these guys are here, solely to do this. Yeah, and so after having played this game for as many years as I have and stuff like that, yeah, it can get a little annoying, especially if you just wanted puzzles, not puzzle solve, but like get an upgrade quick. Now, I should keep going a little bit, actually. And then we go back. I only needed one more missile, actually, so I should have been fine. Okay, now we're gonna do this again. No, we're not. Come on. Come on, video game. You know you like me. Bitch. Oh my god. Okay, the game is not happy with me. Why isn't it working now? Alright, there we go. I just did it wrong. Right, there we go. Oh, the chat's gone up a bit. Oh, right, yeah, no, I know the spoiler for Zelda. Zelda short hair's so much. She looks really cute. She really does. I love it so much. I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not Metroid Trader. Yeah, I've been good though. I've moved. I've got the flat to myself for a little bit. I have cats. One is still sleeping. One is getting up now. There are rats to my right, but they're also sleeping. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I'm taking it that we are sticking along with Breath of the Wild, Link, Zelda, and their friends. I don't know about that. I feel like I remember someone saying that, well, someone at Nintendo saying that the Breath of the Wild type Zelda, that's done. In terms of like that specific setting with those characters sort of thing, it's gonna be a new era, but the formula is the same. I just hope the next version of Link is as pretty as this one. I mean, what? Tears of the Kingdom's been getting a lot of hate lately, which is sad for me, not gonna lie, but I do understand the complaints. It's not a bad game, that's the thing. It's like, it's just bloated. And that's kind of my only problem. Like, the mechanics are fun, like, they're completely fine, but, just otherwise, could have done without 3, like, worlds. Because it's like, Tears of the Kingdom is literally like Breath of the Wild times 3. More isn't always better. I'm trying to pace my missiles. I say as I completely whiff, I think. The dungeons could use a bit more sauce. Yeah, they definitely could. Like I say, like, it's the scale. It's just too big for me. I will finish it at some point, but I don't even remember where I am exactly. It's rockets, more rocks hold my arm. Oh hell yeah, that Trav guy. There may be something in the works at some point. I remember when Breath of the Wild's first trailer came out, and people were like, Link's a girl? It's like, yeah. It's like, God, fucking, to be perfectly, like, honest, Breath of the Wild Link was, like, the one that made me, like, realize I was bi. Like, when he put the, Gerudo outfit on, yeah, that was it. My fate was sealed. I wish the Sky region had more islands, like the Great Sky Island. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, if it was just the Sky Island and Hyrule, I wouldn't be as, like, hard on Tears of the Kingdom. Because it's the underground that is also, like, a problem. It's like, because that's not just, like, gaps in the world and stuff like that. That is just a whole other Hyrule. Just a lot flatter. And it's not particularly great. Because it's also a slog. Like, the landscape might be flat, but holy shit, there are so many obstacles. Ow. Honestly, I pray Tears of the Kingdom is even bigger because I'm paying $70. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I definitely would say it's not worth that. Because a large majority of the assets are, like, just copy-pasted, which isn't a bad thing to do in the slightest. But I don't know. The scale was just unnecessary. That's why I hope, like, Metroid games don't go too big or go open world and stuff like that, because a large portion of, like, why I and a lot of other people play Metroid is the replayability. If the game is too big and long, take that out of context, you're gonna lose that aspect. Because that's why Metroid Prime is so much easier to replay than Echoes. Because Echoes hasn't got a lot of it's a lot longer. It's a lot longer to play. Same with Samus Returns. It's made to be, like, played a couple times, like, in total, whereas Metroid Prime and, like, Dread, they're made to be replayed. And so it's good that they are on the shorter side. Especially Dread, you can complete that in, like, a couple hours if you want. Aspect of the game disappointed me the most was the gameplay. Really? I really enjoyed it. Okay, it's hell yeah. I'm definitely 50-50. And a lot of people don't know that, because a lot of comments on like either my videos or like community posts and stuff like that, so many people are like, wait, are you gay or are you a girl? And it's like, dude, fucking, first off, second, how do you like come to the conclusion that I'm a girl? I never said I was. The second, I've been very open that I'm bi. Like, it's silly. It's funny. But then there are those that are like quite problematic, where it's like, oh, I didn't need to know you had a boyfriend. It's like, you wouldn't care if I said girlfriend. You wouldn't have brought it up. It's just because I said boyfriend, that is where you have the problem. I see through you. Anyway. To be fair, if there was any game that kind of deserved the $70 tag, it's Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. I don't know if I'd agree with that. I don't think any game should be that much. That's why it's like, it's bad that games are going so insane in scale, because you're not getting back what you're putting into it. That's why if you scale down and just make a higher quality, like, good game, you won't have to spend as much on it while still being able to charge full price for it. That's how you make the profits. That's what Nintendo's been doing since the beginning, and look, they're at the top of, like, the gaming industry. Because everything is collapsing in the gaming... Oh, excuse me. Everything is collapsing in the gaming industry except Nintendo. And Sega. To be fair, Sega's doing really, really well right now. Because they're doing similar approaches. How long is Samus Returns on average? I haven't played that game yet. So, for me, on average, I want to say it takes me about... talking 100%, maybe 10 hours if I'm doing it in a single playthrough. It's quite lucky if I get it lower than that. How long have we been streaming for, actually? Let me check. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. Hell yeah. Nice. I just want to see if there's anything going on anywhere. One sec. Right. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. And let's go back to full screen for me. That's the best way I can play. Yeah, this song I don't mind having loop, because I wanna read the chat a bit more, because I know I've missed a lot of people. Back on topic of Prime, while I know Trilogy exists for the West, I kind of wish we also got a new play control version of one. And oh, just exclusively? Yeah, no, I completely get that. But because they were working on Trilogy, like, I can get why it would be a bit redundant to have those and Trilogy. Imagine a Metro game with core-style collectibles. Ugh. Yeah. I don't mind if it's like cosmetic stuff. Like if you go around collecting stuff like that to get like I don't know, different versions of like the suits sort of thing. So here's the pitch. Prime 4, the main suits reflect the culture of the planet. But you have those sorts of collectibles, and if you reach certain thresholds, you get, say for example, the Dread Varia suit instead of the normal Varia suit that you get. Like, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that. Like, that acts as a currency to get those, like, outfits. That would be cool. I was going to say they chose without effects, but at least Prime 1 is merciful. Not... Yeah, Prime 1 is, I would say, honestly, on repeat playthroughs, it's the best one in terms of artifacts, because you can complete the game as a 100% for me, like 4 hours. Yeah, but for like first time playthrough, Corruption does it better. When I was younger, I'd replay the 2D games in story. Zero Mission aim towards Super Fusion. That is the way I like to do it as well. If we're going based on the 2D games anyway. Because I like Samus Returns, but aim to R just feels so much more consistent with the 2D games. But what I do is I play through all of aim to R, then I do the Proteus Ridley fight in Samus Returns, because holy shit, that boss is so much fucking fun. Yes, I can be a bit of a potty mouth sometimes. I should dial that back a little bit. Yeah, trans rights, hell yeah. My boyfriend's trans. Yeah, we are all a little bit gay here. Yeah, I swing both ways. It's best of both worlds. I'd happily pay $70 for a game like Hollow Knight. I could see why, but it's definitely not my style, Hollow Knight, anyway. For Metroid, though, I would, just because fucking I'm a Metroid's fanboy. But really, a game shouldn't be $70. You should budget the game smartly to play around that. That $60 should be the full price at maximum. And then maybe like sell different things that doesn't compromise the base game to try and make a bit more if you want to. Yeah, Sega's been really good. They're doing a new Yakuza game with Majima. I'm really excited for that. There was a scene in there where he is, and to be very gay actually, where he is really sweaty. He's got like dirt all over him. Yeah, no, he can get it. No, he looks pretty good there. Nintendo's been through a video game collapse once. That is old hat, so yeah. And Nintendo's and Sega will be fine. Everyone else, though, I'm not sure. I think the Pokemon gimmicks like Mega Evolutions and Terrestrialization. Mega Evolutions, I like. That's about it. Mega Evolution should stay. The others, like Z-Moves, I didn't really like. Terrestrialization, it just feels like a weak version of Mega Evolutions. Yeah, Mega Evolution's good. The others, not ideal. Well, the Wii versions 1 and 2 would have been cool. Trilogy would have made them redundant. Yeah, definitely. Like, Trilogy, my beloved. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Alright, now we can actually get back to playing the game. Alright, there we go. Alright. Come on. It takes so long to just, like, take one out. Okay, it still takes, like, just one super missile. That's good. Alright. And to go back to, like, the puzzles point from earlier, the scan visor, like, I don't know, that's not great for puzzles, really. Because, like, that's supposed to be a puzzle. Apparently. It's not. Is what it... If it was, it would have you, like, identify that the puzzle is there to begin with. You'd collect something, then you'd go out of the room to get something else, and then you come back. And then that'd be a whole event, really. Mm-mm. Music's good, though. Literally, as you say, yeah. Yeah, I like the theme. Yeah, it's like... The puzzles are kind of just like... They're fake puzzles, for lack of a better word. They're not actual ones. You can go back. Kind of funny that Dread basically has heart pieces, but I want to be Zelda so bad. Yeah. But what's funny is Other M introduced that first. Like, in Metroid games anyway. And it's not a bad mechanic. I don't mind it too much. I just don't want it to be instead of energy tanks, if that makes sense. Like, you do this whole, like, arduous old, like, task or a boss and stuff like that, and you get that. Yeah, no thank you. That's not satisfying. Give me the real deal. Another thing that I liked that Dread did, I like that in general you get less missiles, like, per, like, upgrade. But around the map there are, like, +10s and stuff like that. Like that I don't mind. So then it makes those feel extra satisfying to get. Ow. Gimme. There we go. Not a fan of heart pieces, energy parts in general. I can completely understand that, though. Like I said, if you're, like, going through an intense part of the game and that's your reward, it's like, oh, okay. Alright. But it's a neat way to manage, like, difficulty sort of thing. Favorite puzzles in the series of Prime 2s. Yeah, those ones are a lot more like actual puzzles because of the alternate dimension. Like, solely because of that mechanic, that allows it to be more like actual puzzles. Because the one that comes to mind specifically is in the is in Sanctuary Fortress, where you have to, like, basically go back and forth between the dimensions and stuff. And I can imagine, like, that's annoying to some, but it's like, well, it's a puzzle. That's the puzzle. You have to make sure you're doing it right. But then you have, like in Prime, the puzzle earlier with the gate preventing you from getting a missile. It's like, that's not a puzzle. Like, come on. We're not fooling anyone. You know. Yeah, I just like proper puzzles. They actually have to think. Like, maybe add a couple riddles sort of thing. Like, you have to read the scans and stuff like that in order to advance. Like, you have to shoot a specific, like there are buttons where you have to shoot them in a specific order, and you have to scan the logs in order to pick up the pieces. And it's like it'll be slightly cryptic, and hell, if you want to be super cryptic, like maybe have them in like an alien language that like you have to learn throughout the game. That might be a bit too advanced, but you get what I mean. I still haven't finished Prime 3 myself. Like, 3 is good. I really like 3. It's the most different. But it's still really good. I really enjoy Corruption. Oh my god, camera. There we go. Imagine they do have... do that so they have to scatter more collectibles around. Yeah, that's definitely collectible padding, probably, is the way I'd say it. But it's definitely not a bad way to go about it. You just have to make sure you put them in the right places so that they're satisfying enough. Super Metroid has those 4 reserve tanks in case you die. Should they go back to the reserve tanks for future games? I think so. That isn't a bad idea, but they kind of have the same effect of the segmented energy tanks or energy like pieces. But so if you get that, is that satisfying? It's definitely a thing you have to like measure and weigh. Like, what are the cons, what are the pros? I only just got to the bit in Pirate Homeworld, but so far I'm really enjoying that game too. Yeah, Pirate Homeworld is really good in Corruption. I like it a lot. Also has the motif of, I think it was in Super Metroid when the pirates are alerted. I think it has the motif of that theme. Let me check something. Just real quick. Yeah, it's neat. Like, it's using a motif, an appropriate motif as well, to make its own theme, which is sick. And speaking of like music and stuff, I'm so glad that Dread didn't do a Magmore Caverns thing. It definitely like had like the intense like the intensity and stuff like that, but it's definitely its own composition, and it's great for that. I love it. I wonder if Prime 4 Beyond will have a dash power up. Ooh, actually thinking about it, it doesn't need it because we kind of already have that. You just have to lock on to do it. So yeah, that would be a little redundant. Not to insult, it's like it's just unnecessary because we already have it in a way. But I definitely, like, it made me go, ooh, it's not a bad idea. I do hope, like, if they were to take something from Doom Eternal, I would like if the grapple beam functioned very similarly, if it's in the game. Because in the Prime games, the grapple beam is very limited. I don't know why I did that. At the exact moment, one of them crossed over. Or at the very least, like, be able to use the grapple beam more. And maybe even onto enemies a bit more. And hell, even be able to use it, like, to pick up power-ups, upgrades, stuff like that. But it would probably have to be semi-late game. We'd have to see. Just like toying with ideas. And here come the worst enemy in the game. Thematically, they're cool, but I just wish they had a different theme. Oh yeah, because it's hard mode as well. These are going to be right bitches. 2 super missiles? Chip. Ow. Oh, he just sat on my face. Ow. Actually made me, like, flinch. Oh, just stop. The worst part is the crosshair doesn't shine red when you're, like, aiming at them while they're invisible. And that's a remastered exclusive thing. Ow. Like, bitch. Right, so 3 super missiles, which is insane. You're right there. Okay. Visualize the pirate homeworld is just a final form of no-turbo capitalism, acid raid, a populace driven to material gain and status at the absolute expense of everyone else. Very disturbing. Yeah. Metroid isn't political, by the way. Like, shit like that, it's like... and then people turn around and say, like, games aren't political. It's like, you are so dense. Like, that people turn around and say, like, Metal Gear, especially, like, Revengeance, isn't political. It's like... You do realize what game you're talking about, right? That room with the acid took it to get inside. Took me a stupid long time to figure out because I wasn't checking my map. Ah, okay, gotcha. I do wonder why Dread's OST is not clicking. The OST is very atmospheric, but there's really not many melodies. Like Atari and Dairon sound great in the moment, but probably not gonna hum it. That's the thing with Dread. You're not gonna listen to the soundtrack outside of the game. And like, the weird thing is that was kind of the like initial direction for the original Metroid game. Like, that was how it was supposed to be, no melodies until you beat the game. But I don't know, it's just strange how, like, even while playing the game, some of the soundtracks don't sound great. It's like, they're serviceable, but not... I think it's because we've been spoiled for absolute bangers. Because you have the entire Prime series filled with 10 out of 10s. And then, like, Samus Returns as well had, like, incredible remixes. So, I think we were just a little bit spoiled. And, But yeah. Do you think Berenia and Frenia are amazing tracks? So Berenia, especially, it is hauntingly beautiful. I do like Berenia. I like Criteria. I think that's the name, actually. I can't remember. It's like it's specific tracks I like, but not the overall like the overall soundtrack sort of thing. But Arcade Redux is Dread OST reimaginings that. Yeah. Metal Gear is the political game. Yep. And people's like sometimes turn around and say it's not. Like realistically, everything is political. Like whether people realize it or not, there are reasons why certain things happen. It's like this game, Prime, is political because it's talking about the conversation between like being one with nature and like chasing scientific goals via different methods. So the Space Pirates versus the Chozo, for example, and this is an interpretation you can have of the games and stuff like that. Like Space Pirates and the Chozo, both scientific races. How they go about it, like the Space Pirates are very detrimental to everything they work with. They strive for results. They just want success. They want to win. Whereas the Chozo want to be one with nature and like let nature take its course and stuff like that. It's like that is like another viewpoint. That is a political debate. Like. So all games are political. All media is political. People just don't realize it, even if it's subtle. Even if it's not outwardly saying this game's political, it is. Because it just can be interpreted that way. And say Dread's OST is bad, far from it. It just lacks memorable melodies. Yeah, it's not bad. It's serviceable. I was meant to do that. But, yeah, like, it's serviceable, but it's, like... Yeah, it serves its purpose, but there's nothing... There isn't a Talon Overworld. There isn't a Fendrana Drifts. There isn't a Magmore Caverns. There isn't, like, even Ravenbeak's theme. It's good, but it's not Meta Ridley. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've listened to Arcade Redux's Diary Reimagining. It's an absolute bop. I'll have to check it out. If you... link it to me in the Discord, like, at me. Or just DM me in Discord. And send it my way. Chozo versus Phazon, natural eco-harmony versus hostile exploitation and colonialism. Yeah, literally. Like, it's not subtle. And then, like, you have the Space Pirates in the middle of all that as well. Like, I can't remember the guy's name, but he spoke about how, like, Chozo versus Space Pirates, it's culture versus not. Because the Space Pirates have no culture apart from science, results, and stuff like that. Whereas the Chozo, this room alone has murals, has artistic lighting. This room was carved rather than, like, mined. Because, like, in, like, a lot of the architecture as well, the Chozo, like, build, like, using nature and stuff like that, they made, like, bridges and stuff like that around nature, whereas the space pirates would have just absolutely destroyed a tree just because they wanted to, like, make a pathway, and that's it. Caring for nature versus not. And it's like, given like the climate change crisis and stuff like that is a conversation that is being had. Ravenbeak reimagining it in the nicest way. I'm sorry, it's bad. Oh no. Yeah, I listen to Berenia, I listen to Criteria Depths, I listen to Quiet Rope's theme, and that's about it, really. I should probably check that message, actually. Oh, pardon me. The thing is, as well, when you factor in environmental, like, ambience, that is when a theme can, like, truly transform. Because Berenia's, like, normal theme, not all that special. Throw in rain and the ocean crashing, then it's a good theme. That's why it's hard to, like, listen to Dread's music outside of the game, because it's lacking that extra noise, basically. The environment itself is an instrument. Space Pirate Society is very brutal, I will say that. It's so brutal. If you do anything wrong, you're actively starved. Yes, you are. The pirates are cuckoo crazy and they'll experiment themselves. Yep. Like, that is their culture. War, science, exploitation. Sound familiar? What's your stance on woke? Don't. Like, it's... I want you to know you're talking to an incredibly bisexual guy. Like, it's people who use woke don't have any fucking clue what they're talking about. Like, they'll be saying, like, is this game woke? And it's like, do you even know what you're talking about? Here's another one. People saying, oh, Helldivers 2 isn't political. Are you out of your mind? It's a literal parody of America. Like, it's taking the absolute piss out of people who say this game isn't woke, or, like, all that shit. It's making fun of you. And you're that dense to not pick up on it? Like, holy shit. I think Elon's current theme... Oh yeah, back to Metroid. Elon's current theme suits Elon. It's meant to be small horror area. Music is pretty eerie. I wish it goes a bit creepy. I do agree. I also wish Elon was dark. Like, in the literal sense. Like, no lighting. There isn't enough of, like, dark areas in Dread. Oh, fuck. Come on! You know what? Oh, you bastard. There we go. I had more trouble with that than the actual first time I fought the boss. Yeah, that's basic. That's a good way to put it. Hey, what's your stance on rope? Don't. Like, apologies if this is insulting and stuff, but shush. Like, like, just let people do what they want to do. Elin should have been dark and scary. Yeah, it definitely should have been like Dyron's dark areas. Especially considering they like first went through the effort of like making those areas, and then Samus's design also like being good in said areas because of how like the lights on the armor are like how they're designed. Like they're made for you to keep track of her in those areas. We're going this way. Yeah, because like a lot of the lights are on the side profile now. So hey, we're going here. Right. So if you get it, don't forget the X-ray artifact like last time. Oh yeah, I forgot about that again. Oh no, we went. No, I wanted to get the missile up there. So yeah, I did completely forget about that. Yeah. Bye bye. I hope you enjoyed. It's probably been like well over 2 hours now, so I should probably think about wrapping up at some point anyway. Love that Dread story and setting is pretty unique for Metroid. In most games, you start at the surface, make your way down. In Dread, you're at the bottom of ZDR and have to escape upwards. That is cool. I do like that. Yeah, it's a neat take, and it allows the environments to be a bit more unique as well. Because like, even though with oh, I can't remember the name of the jungle area. Fuck, I can't remember. But, like, that being an underground jungle, like, that's cool. Gavron, that's it, thank you. I knew it started with a G. Yeah, like, that's what makes, like, that unique as well. It's, like, in underground jungle system, that's cool. Where the jungle itself is a creature, like, there are carnivorous plants everywhere. It's so cool. Yeah, we're going ahead. I just hope the next Metroid game, like 2D one, that finally wraps up the X, because, like, I'm slightly sick of seeing them now. Like, it's more of a, I just want something new. And I want it to be more interesting. I want it to be a bit more personal to Samus, like, again. Or maybe even make it personal, like, in the new game. Might be unpopular, but despite lacking a few polygons, I think Area 5 in Samus Returns looks prettier than Gavron. No, I do agree. It's more dynamic, like, not to mention the theme and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a lot more colorful. But I think Gavron being... If Gavron was, like, colorful itself, I think that wouldn't have worked, considering its setting. So it's definitely not a bad thing that Gavron is, like, a bit more... dull, for lack of a better word. The cool aspect of it is the fact that it's, like, a carnivorous jungle. And that's it. And the fact of how Jozo artifacts are, like, woven between it. And even in Dread, the Morkin Chozo, they built around the nature. Like, they aren't like the Space Pirates where they just brute force everything. I'll do that after. I like to imagine it'll be the start of a new arc since the Metroids are gone. Well, aside from Samus being the last Metroid now. I hope so. A new arc would be great. Just something new. Something new, cool, and interesting. Because that, like, ideally, I would like if the Kraken became a focus. Because especially at that point in the timeline, the Galactic Federation should be, like, in shambles. The Space Pirates are no more. So there's a power vacuum. And you know how the Kraken are, they want to take up... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Get out! They want to take over and just take over the galaxy and stuff like that. Because that's part of their culture. Yeah, I would like that a lot. Here's how the X-Parasites will be handled in future games, since they're now new main enemies by now. I hope they have one more, and then that's it. We don't need to see them all the time. And it's like, you can only have so many... Oh, this is extinct. Oh no, they've come back. Oh, this is extinct. Oh, they've come back. Before it gets tiring. And it's like, still put it into perspective, the X have been a thing for over 20 years. And they're not, like, the OG enemy sort of thing. So it's like, let's wrap it up now sort of thing. Okay, that was the reimagined soundtrack for Dread. I love how unique Barenia is compared to other water areas. It's a full-on underground ocean. Well, pardon me. That rains. The corals in the upper areas look really beautiful. I also like that it's like Camino, where it's like a scientific factory in the water, storm outside sort of thing. Because that's a unique area for Chozo specifically as well. Like, they don't really do that. So that's like a more... My headphones are a bitch. Sick. Right. Let's sort this out. One sec. And that. Open it back up. Right. There we go. And that is really loud. Alright, cool. Right. Okay, everything's all good. Should be, yeah. That's why I want Samus to interact more with other characters, to create bonds between characters to care about, and then put those bonds to the test, like character drama or fighting space pirates. Anthony. That's why Anthony should come back. He needs to come back. Be it he's like a whistleblower or just something. Yeah, now that you mention it, Metroids really didn't last long. Like, really, the X-Parasites have been around for a bit longer. Yeah, Ice Beam time. Debate Spazer or White Beam. They both shoot 3 beams. Like, which is it? I think they went with White Beam because Spazer in text and in a certain pronunciation could be like a derogatory term. Which is unfortunate because there's a weapon with like that being the abbreviation as well. Imagine try a big old penguin shows up. That would be cool. Anthony the Goat. Yeah, absolutely. He's easily the best character from Other M. Yeah, and it's good he's still alive. Right. I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. I don't think I have too much time left. And also my throat is starting to hurt a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to call the stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a blast, because do you want to stream more just in general? Because it's just fun. God, big stretch. Yeah. I always found it funny, especially people who don't follow the series. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I just got out of school. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up the stream now. Yeah, it's been good. I need to grab a little something as well. Don't worry, Debbie Duck. At least you can watch the VOD. Yeah, so future plans. I'm gonna start getting to work on videos. I want to I need to record footage for AIM2R. I need to do the Vario suit video, then Gravity, and that would be the games done. But then at the same time, I'm going to be writing the script for the Quadraxis video, because that's going to be a proper lore video. When you're streaming again, I am not sure. I want to stream like again sometime like this week, but no concrete plans. I just knew that like I'd have the place to myself today, and so that would have been good. Been a good time to do a good stream. But yeah, no issues. I have good internet now, so there's that. Yeah, and I'm definitely going to be streaming like from here from now on, because I experimented with like streaming it on Twitch. I experimented with doing it on like Twitch and then upload the VODs to a stream channel, but I'm just going to do it here. It's just easier. This is where people watch me. It's the easiest place to find the streams. Oh, and I won't always stream Metroid. Like, I want to like stream other things as well. Oh yeah, my throat is really starting to go. Yeah. But yeah, at some point, hopefully within the week, I get to stream again. Yeah, video stuff is getting back on schedule. I've settled, had a stream, we're all good. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It was really fun. And hopefully I start to get the new avatar for stream sorted. Yeah, that won't be anytime soon. I'll do like a sort of bare bones one where it's just idle and talk and that's it. And then we get to have a bit more expressions, a few more like fun ones. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I shall see you next time. Bye-bye.